Breaking news on a diplomatic incident causing waves in Washington. The Wall Street Journal's editorial board has issued a sharp rebuke of Senator JD Vance following a diplomatic incident at the White House. In an unprecedented breach of protocol, Vance publicly confronted the president of the former Soviet Republic during a high-stakes meeting, demanding expressions of gratitude for American support. This approach has drawn criticism from across the political spectrum, with the Wall Street Journal condemning one of their typically aligned political figures. The incident, which occurred in the Oval Office during a crucial meeting, showed Vance breaking diplomatic norms by lecturing the leader of the disputed territory. "You should be thanking the president," Vance declared in a confrontational tone, creating tension during what should have been a strategic diplomatic engagement. Secretary of State Marco Rubio attempted to defend the situation but appeared uncomfortable. Rubio referenced previous visits from the leader, noting that expressions of gratitude had been common in past encounters. Historical footage shows the foreign leader's previous visits included numerous expressions of appreciation. "Thank you for both financial packages you have already provided us. All my appreciations from my heart." The Wall Street Journal's criticism is notable given their conservative stance. Their decision to hold Vance accountable signals concern within conservative circles about international relations management. This incident has implications for American diplomatic relations and internal political dynamics. The editorial board's stance suggests a rift within conservative ranks about diplomatic conduct and international partnerships, particularly regarding the northern Black Sea region. The event has sparked discussions about diplomatic protocol and the impact of confrontational approaches on America's global standing. Footage of the exchange has drawn criticism from diplomatic experts who argue that such public demands for gratitude damage America's international reputation. In a stunning display of diplomatic tension, recent White House meetings have revealed deep divisions over international aid and recognition. Senator Marco Rubio's controversial statements about gratitude have sparked intense debate in Washington circles, highlighting a shift in American diplomatic protocols. The core issue centers around a politically turbulent region bordering Russia, where ongoing conflicts have global implications. The emerging pattern of demanding public displays of appreciation from allied leaders has many diplomatic experts concerned about America's international standing. As reported by MSNBC and the Wall Street Journal, the situation has become increasingly complex. Americans question the broader implications of Russian expansion. Military analysts warn that Moscow's ambitions extend beyond the current conflict zone. There's growing concern that Russian forces could advance into Baltic states and Poland if left unchecked. A senior defense official stated, "This isn't just about one disputed territory. We're looking at a potential domino effect across Eastern Europe." The official emphasized that what happens in this northern Black Sea region could impact NATO allies and European stability. The situation became particularly tense during recent Oval Office meetings. Reports indicate that certain political figures, including JD Vance, have taken positions that many consider counterproductive to diplomatic progress. The demand for expressions of gratitude has been characterized as ring-kissing diplomacy, reflecting what critics call the twisted universe of certain political approaches. Questions have been raised about the effectiveness of peace talks when key stakeholders are excluded from discussions. As one State Department veteran noted, "How can you negotiate peace when one of the primary parties isn't even allowed at the table?" These developments come at a crucial time when American support for international allies faces increasing scrutiny. The debate continues to evolve, with implications for both domestic politics and international relations. Breaking news from Washington reveals a diplomatic incident raising eyebrows across the political spectrum. The Wall Street Journal has delivered a critique of the Trump-Vance axis of insanity, following a controversial Oval Office meeting that devolved into political theater. The incident centered around Vice President JD Vance's unexpected interruption during a diplomatic meeting in the Oval Office. According to protocol, vice presidents typically maintain silence during presidential exchanges with foreign leaders. However, Vance broke with this tradition in what observers call a serious breach of diplomatic etiquette. The meeting, meant to focus on peace negotiations for the northern Black Sea region, instead transformed into what the Wall Street Journal termed great television. The paper suggests that the real winner of this diplomatic spectacle was Russian President Vladimir Putin. Political analysts note that this behavior would have been unthinkable in previous administrations. As one observer noted, you would never have seen Vice President Kamala Harris interrupt President Biden during such a crucial diplomatic exchange. The Wall Street Journal's report emphasized how the meeting's original purpose, discussing progress toward peace for the region, was derailed by staged political theater. The timing makes this situation particularly concerning. During a period when delicate international negotiations require careful diplomatic handling, The episode has been viewed as counterproductive to Western interests and potentially beneficial to Moscow's objectives. The incident has sparked debate about political theatrics and diplomatic encounters and raised questions about the administration's approach to international relations. Critics argue that such displays undermine America's diplomatic credibility. The Wall Street Journal's analysis suggests this event marks a concerning trend in diplomatic meetings, with potential ramifications for international relations and peace negotiations in Eastern Europe. Breaking news from Washington, where a diplomatic meeting has revealed fractures in American political discourse. The Wall Street Journal has published a critique of Senator JD Vance's behavior during discussions with the leader of a region bordering Russia. In what observers describe as a diplomatic misstep, Vance reportedly dressed down the visiting head of state, as if he were a child late for dinner. The incident has sparked debate about American foreign policy. The controversy centers on Vance's focus on partisan politics during security discussions. Rather than addressing international concerns, the senator criticized the foreign leader for previously appearing alongside a Democratic governor during a campaign event supporting Vice President Harris. This reveals the troubling depth of pettiness in diplomatic relations, noted a senior policy analyst. When negotiations are colored by partisan revenge tactics, we've lost sight of our national interests. The Wall Street Journal's editorial board emphasized the dangerous implications, suggesting that Trump's allies are mischaracterizing this diplomatic blunder as strength. The publication warned about abandoning a critical Eastern European ally. Political observers are speculating about the ramifications, particularly regarding Vance's rumored 2028 presidential ambitions. This moment could become a defining chapter in his political legacy, commented a political strategist. The incident underscores concerns about the intersection of partisan politics and international diplomacy. As peace negotiations remain crucial for saving lives in the Black Sea region, questions arise about whether personal grievances should influence America's diplomatic positions. When dealing with international security, there's no room for partisan theatrics, emphasized a former State Department official. The focus should be on protecting American interests and promoting global stability. This incident continues to reverberate through Washington's political circles, affecting future international relations. In a remarkable turn of events, Senator J.D. Vance's controversial diplomatic performance continues to generate significant fallout nationwide. Fox News, typically aligned with conservative viewpoints, made headlines by characterizing the senator's recent Oval Office behavior as a fiasco. The incident, which occurred during a high-stakes meeting with the leader of the northern Black Sea region at the White House, has sparked unprecedented public backlash. The situation has evolved from a diplomatic embarrassment into a personal security concern for the Vance family. Protesters, armed with signs supporting the former Soviet republic and expressing anti-Vance sentiments, confronted the vice president during a family getaway to Vermont. The situation became so intense that the Vance family relocated to an undisclosed location, abandoning their planned ski resort vacation. This public display represents a shift in how Americans respond to political figures who undermine diplomatic protocols. The protesters' pursuit of Vance to a vacation destination demonstrates the depth of public anger over his handling of relations with the region. Fox News' surprising position signals a potential fracture in traditional media alliances, suggesting that even conservative outlets struggle to defend what many view as diplomatic malpractice. The broader implications continue to reverberate through Washington. Vance's attempt to maintain a hardline stance, aligned with Trumpist ideology, has backfired spectacularly. The public's reaction indicates growing fatigue with politicians who prioritize partisan positioning over national interests. This episode shows how quickly political miscalculations can escalate into personal consequences. A sitting senator's family seeking refuge from public protests during a vacation speaks volumes about the intensity of current political discord in America. Questions remain about the long-term impact on Vance's political future and implications for U.S. diplomatic relations, particularly regarding ongoing support for the territory of instability.